1, go. Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Monday, NBA action, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Chicago Bulls at the United Center in the Windy City. There is no line in the betting market, either for straight bet wagering or total wagering. A little bit more on that at the end of the video. When looking at the Lakers, they have lost 2 games in a row. That includes a 108-103 setback to the Toronto Raptors as 4.5-point road favorites on Sunday morning. And that also was the first over for the Los Angeles Lakers in a span of 6 games. This team is still looking to now snap a 6-game or a 5-game losing streak on the road, and they are 6-11 against the spread and 10-7 to the over when playing away from the Staples Center this year. Kobe Bryant has really started to show some wear and tear. He's really tried to lead this team. Some new figures in place, Steve Nash being injured, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol being injured. He's really been the figurehead of the team as he always is, but even more so this year in trying to get this team over the 500 mark, but they've just been unable to accomplish that task. And he's only made 18 of 57 shots in the last 2 games. That's 31.6%, but he is still the NBA's leading scorer, averaging 29.6 points per game. In 27 career games, 23 starts versus the Bulls, he's averaged 24.8 points. They are also looking to avoid their first 3-game losing streak in this particular series since the mid-90s. They're going to have a very hard time doing that due to how they've played on the road, but the Bulls aren't exactly playing their best basketball of the year as well. When looking at Chicago, they have played 3 straight overtime games. They won the first 2 of those, but then dropped an 85-82 decision to the Memphis Grizzlies as 2-point home underdogs on Saturday. They've alternated spread wins and losses. When you look at the past performances of this team, they've alternated spread wins and losses over the last 8 games. They're only 11-11 at the United Center this year, 3-6 when hosting Western Conference opponents. And I hope you haven't been backing this team with your money against the spread when playing at home. 5-17 against the spread in that situation. Derrick Rose, their star point guard, is continuing to rehab and get his way back. Probably be back after the All-Star break, after season-ending knee surgery last year. And they're also maybe without Luol Deng, starting forward for the 2nd consecutive game. He missed versus the Grizzlies with a hamstring injury, and those injuries are the toughest to gauge in terms of handicapping a game. He is listed as questionable, but I think the Bulls are going to give him a night off here again. When you look at betting trends in this game, I think it's significant that the Lakers' only real good situation over the last month has been in back-to-back situations with 0 days rest. 3-1-1 against the spread, and this isn't the biggest back-to-back situation in terms of difficulty that the Lakers will face this year. They haven't really had one since the beginning of January, and they were already on the Eastern time zone against the Toronto Raptors on Sunday, and that was the early contest on Sunday, even before the NFL games kicked off. So I think this is an advantageous one, if there is one, for playing a 2nd game of a back-to-back. Also, Chicago's not an up-and-down team, especially without Rose and Luol Deng, so they shouldn't have a fatigue factor, and Bryant may not have to play 40-plus minutes tonight. Also, I'm kind of hoping that the Lakers do land as a road underdog. I don't think that's going to happen if Deng is listed as out in this game, but the underdog is 16-5 against the spread in the last 21 meetings in this series. So my suggestion in this one, if, of course, Derrick Rose is going to be out, Deng is likely going to be out. My suggestion is I'm setting a line at the Los Angeles Lakers -1.5, so that will be my pick. Los Angeles Lakers -1.5 or lower in the betting market. I think if the line goes any higher than that, 2.5, 3 in favor of the Lakers, I would just stay away from this game entirely. I wouldn't play the Bulls in that regard, and I definitely wouldn't play the Lakers. This has been Jeff Grant with Across the Board here at SBRforum.com. If you want any further information on this game or any other on the Martin Luther King Day NBA board, you can follow me on Twitter @JeffGrantSports. Cut.